What's up, guys? It's your girl, the Swaggy Bum, and I'm back with another video for Freestyle Friday. Today's Freestyle Friday is a little bit heavier, you know. It's not as light and fun as the previous ones, but it's definitely something that has been on my heart to talk about for a long time. I wanted to create this platform within my fashion platform to be able to talk about topics that are very near and dear to me. So this week for Freestyle Friday, I'll be talking about self-love and the practice of self-love and how I've gotten through my journey of self-love. And I believe it's an everlasting journey. There's no such thing as like, okay, I'm done now, I'll wait for the next person to start loving them. It's a journey that you go through because life is ever changing. My journey with self-love came about, I'd say, a few years ago. So I was dating this guy. I don't even want to say I was dating him because we never went nowhere. So I was seeing this guy, if you know what I mean. And I remember one night I was like super drunk, like hammered. I could barely remember because I was so drunk, but I remember being loud. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I remember being loud in his house, and he was like, yo, you gotta chill, like people are sleeping, da 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 da. And I think I was just so belligerent that I just continued to, like, in a sense, disrespect his home. And he kicked me out. And I was like he was like trying to kick me out. He was like, you gotta go, like pushing me towards the door. Like, you gotta go, you gotta go. And I was like, and I remember in the moment, I was just so gone. I started crying and I was like, would you do this to your sister? What if someone did this to your mother? I'm a Black woman. Don't do this to me. And I guess that kind of woke him up too, because he like looked at me like, oh shit, like, damn, I am fucking up right now. And then he was like, you know, whatever, fine, like, take off your clothes, get into bed. We're just going to bed tonight. We're not doing anything. We're just going to bed. And I was like, fine. And when I woke up in the morning, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck did you do, girl? Like, not even embarrassed, like, damn, he's never gonna want to mess with you again, but embarrassed for myself. And that was really my aha moment, where I was like, yo, first of all, you should have just left when he asked you to, because you don't need to be kicked out of nobody's mama's house, okay? But, you know, one, I was drunk, and two, I don't know, like, I wanted to be there with him. I wanted to be there with him. And so after that night, I was just like, yo, I just gotta wake up, you know? I gotta, like, do better. Like, nobody should ever feel comfortable treating me that way. And the only reason why someone will feel comfortable treating you that way is if you give them something to go off of. Jennifer today would never, like, you would have got your ass popped in the mouth. I would have slammed the door. I would have woke up your mother and told her what type of child she had. Like, listen, okay? Jennifer today ain't having it. But Jennifer, you know, 4 years ago was just like a little lost cause. I would say the first step is to know who you're allowing into your life. Like, who's in your space? Who's in your home? Who are you spending the most time with, texting and talking on the phone with? Who are you following online? Like, all of that is part of your self-love journey, because the people that you have in your life are either going to better you or make you worse, right? Like, imagine if you had a friend who was always telling you negative things about yourself. Like, girl, ugh, do you have to wear that dress? Girl, You could lose like 5 to 10 pounds, or a girl, and it's just like, damn, can I do anything right? Like, excuse the out of me. Or like a boyfriend or girlfriend who's just always complaining, always telling you what's wrong in the relationship. That's toxic people around you all of the time, and it becomes overwhelming. It's like a weight on your shoulders. It's like you can't lift yourself up, like every time someone's kicking you back down. So eliminating those people, super important. And I know this year everyone's like toxic energy, toxic. The word toxic was just like used so much this year, but it really is so important, because you do have these toxic people in your life and you don't even realize it until you sit down and be like, how does this person make me feel? Like, literally, there was a time when I had to sit down and like think about every single person that I've allowed into my life. I'm not even touching family yet. Like, people that friends that you've literally allowed into your space, and you're just like, wait, how does this person make me feel? Good or bad, you know? Does this person make me happy? Is this someone I can confide in? Does this person give me space to be me? You know what I mean? Like, those are the type of questions that I had to ask myself when it came down to my relationships with people. And really, that's why I don't have much people around me. Much people around me anymore, because a lot of people did not give me space to just be who I am. Another thing that I had to do was take accountability. You just need to remind yourself, like, you're not always right. And I know some people are gonna watch this video and be like, she knows that? Does she really know that? I know. I think I'm always right. But reminding myself, you're not always right. Other things that I've done to help me on my self-love journey is being alone. Part of the problem of also giving so much energy to other people, even though it fills my heart and makes me so happy, is that I get drained. And so being alone helps me to re-energize myself. And so, for example, like this year alone, I went to like a lot of concerts by myself. I did like dinner dates by myself. I'll go to the movies by myself. But doing things alone has helped me to not only center my thoughts, but it also helps me to like cleanse my energy, so that I'm really just focused on me within those moments. I'm at the movies and I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because I'm with, Steven and he's laughing. I'm not bouncing off his energy. It's literally just me. So I'm like laughing because I want to, because I really did find the joke funny. And even realizing little things like that. Another big aspect of understanding your self-love journey is understanding what you battle with. And so part of that comes with being alone, because then being alone helps you to understand yourself. But when you understand what you're battling with, then you know what you need to do to help yourself to get out of that battle. So for example, if I know that I struggle with being alone, what do I need to do? Ding, ding, ding. Be alone. Because getting outside of your comfort zone and doing the things that scare you, or the things that you never thought you would be able to do, are what's gonna help you to your new self-discovery. Do you understand what I mean? So like, and it's baby steps. For example, let's say you want to be alone, but you've never done it before. It's scary as hell. What the hell? I'm gonna look like a creep. Go to a movie by yourself. Who's gonna know you're in the movie by yourself? It's dark. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody can tell. Then you move up. Then you'll go to like lunch by yourself. And then maybe you'll take yourself out for a drink. And then maybe you'll go to a show alone. And then it's just baby steps. Little things like that, putting in the effort and seeing how you feel about it after. And really understanding your feelings. Understanding your feelings, honey. It's so helpful. It's so helpful in discovering self-love. So The next thing I would say is giving yourself permission to heal. This one is deep because I think a lot of times people hold on to trauma and they make it their story and they make it a part of them, like they wear it like a bag, like you just carrying it all day and it's heavy, and you never give yourself permission to just let it go, to just be like, you know what, I don't want this bag no more. It's not mine no more. It's not my trauma to hold on to anymore. And so letting that shit go and giving yourself permission to let it go is all part of your self-love journey. Because self-love is bigger than just like lighting candles and saying kumbaya. It's bigger than that. Like if you're mad at something, just give yourself like 2 minutes. Like, Jen, you could be mad at this right now for 2 minutes. Now figure it the fuck out. You know, if it's something bigger, give yourself a day. All right, I'm giving myself 24 hours to be pissed off, 48 hours to be pissed off. But don't allow yourself to be pissed off at something for a month, because the only one that's hurting from that energy is you. The third thing I would say to help you practice self-love is recreating yourself as many times as you want to until you are happy with who you are. I think that, you know, with cancel culture, it's just like, oh, this is who you are. That's who you're always going to be. You're never going to learn from your mistakes. You're canceled. And that's not the way that it works. That's not the way that life works. That's not the way that God set it out to be. So recreate yourself as many times as you need to until you are happy. And do not apologize for that shit. Do not feel the need to explain yourself to anyone for that shit, because you're doing it for you. And the last thing I would say to go on your journey of self-love is to do things that you love. Do things that challenge you. Like, my goal for 2020 is to get on a roller coaster. And if you know me, you know I don't do roller coasters because I don't like open heights, like high swings, roller coasters. It's not my thing. But how do I know if it's not my thing if I've never been on one? I've never been on a roller coaster. I just see them flipping, diving, and dipping, and going up. And I'd be like, I don't think so. You know, I think I'm gonna pass on that, you know? And I'm just like, yo, this could be like amazing, Jen. You're missing out on like a whole experience just because you keep telling yourself that it's not for you and it's not who you are. And it's just like, go get on the roller coaster. So yes, do something fun, do something that scares you, do something new, because that's how you really get to figure out what you like, what you don't like, and who you are. Self-love, yes, it's about, you know, maybe lighting candles and sitting in silence and playing some smooth blues or R&B or jazz. It can also be journaling, it could be dancing, it could be singing, but it can also be something that you've never even experienced before. So don't be afraid. Take on the journey. And with 2020 coming, I want everyone to start their journey of self-love. I want everyone to figure out who they are, to recreate themselves, to be the best versions of them, and to feel at the end of the day like, yo, that didn't break me. I went through X, Y, and Z, but that didn't break me. That's the power that I want us all to hold inside of us, because we all have it, and it's just about tapping into it. So that's my goal for everyone this 2020. I hope that you guys found these tips useful. I hope I didn't blabber off too much. But my goal was to really share some of my experiences with you all, so that, you know, like, everyone goes through it and everyone starts their journey differently and everyone starts their journey at a different time. But the most important thing is that you start. And if you're watching this video all the way to the end, it's probably because you want to start or you started. So much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it if you did enjoy this video, and leave a comment on how you do self-love and what it means to you. I would love to hear from you all.